Agent 47 was educated and trained from birth to be the perfect assassin. With the help of genetic engineering, he possesses the necessary physical, mental, and social abilities to become the best assassin. How could someone realistically develop the skills and abilities of Agent 47 with only training and no genetic alterations? First, 47 is at or above peak human potential in physical ability for his size. He can withstand more damage, pain, and extreme temperatures. He has enhanced senses, reflexes, and metabolism, along with healing abilities. When it comes to strength and speed, 47 needs to climb, dispose of bodies, snap necks, and take down targets with speed and efficiency. He needs pure strength and power, and you can get it by training isometrics, powerlifting, and doing explosive movements. But 47 would also need grip strength and muscle endurance. You can also get that by training calisthenics, gymnastics, and doing some rock climbing. 47 would also have parkour skills, so he could move freely in any environment. He's apparently capable of running 10 kilometers in under 37 minutes in the snow. So cardio, VO2 max, and lung capacity are probably the most important thing to train if you want to be like 47. A combination of high-intensity intervals with low-intensity rest periods would develop your endurance, along with some breath training to increase the size of your lungs and have some breath control. 47 is not only physically gifted, but he possesses extensive education in tactics, strategy, investigation, espionage, and infiltration. He will plan for a mission in advance and be prepared, but also be flexible enough to change his plans when necessary. Most of these skills can be learned in the military, but 47's skills training is probably more advanced than even the Navy SEAL or KGB training. 47 is also a tactical and strategic genius, along with being a master of situational awareness. These skills can be learned and trained by using lateral thinking. This is a method for finding creative solutions to problems, and it involves ignoring implied rules, standards, and social constructs. It's a way to find solutions that you can't through logic and deductions. This skill would allow him to effectively track down targets and determine the best course of action in any situation. He's skilled at generating and executing plans for missions, and he's good at understanding his opponents and using their weaknesses against them. His skills as a psychologist and a detective would help him understand his prey. He has the ability to psychoanalyze someone within minutes and solve crimes by pretending to be a detective only to get close to his target. He always comes prepared for missions with intel, equipment, and an exit strategy. But since missions don't always go as planned, his good improvisational skills allow him to change his plans and his exit strategy. 47 would also have an ability that I like to call hyper-competence. This is the ability to do any task with very little to no training. The skills required to have that ability would be being in an alert state while remaining calm, learning fast, having a good working memory, being good at observing someone and mirroring their movements, logical thinking, but most importantly, confidence. Having confidence in any situation is essentially the ability to control your fear and anxiety. Confidence can be a great way to deceive people into thinking you're competent, because true confidence comes from competence. But if you're a good actor, you can effectively deceive people. 47 is a very accurate marksman, skilled in sharpshooting and knife throwing. He's highly skilled with any firearm and good with improvised weapons. But this is because 47 has a good understanding of anatomy, creative thinking, precision, and remains calm in combat situations. These are all useful skills along with situational awareness, which allows him to know where everything is located. He's also a very skilled martial artist and fighter, and he can even disarm enemies with military training. When it comes to stealth, 47 usually wears his classic black suit, red tie, white shirt, with black leather gloves. But when infiltrating, he has to find disguises to fit in. Since he's 6'2" and 187 pounds, I don't think it would be very easy to find someone with the same fit. Besides that, he's a very good spy and infiltrator. He's a master at blending into his surroundings and sneaking around. He's also extremely skilled in espionage, thievery, and eavesdropping. He might also have learned some henso jutsu, which is the art of spying in ninjutsu. When in disguise, he looks for people who are more observant to make sure that he doesn't get discovered as an imposter. This leads into Agent 47's social skills. His ability to fit in socially and pretend is the reason why he can get so close to his targets. First, his communication skills are excellent. He's polite and has proper behavior, posture, walking gait, and speech. 47 speaks in a calm, proper, and relaxed tone at all times. No swearing or screaming, and he remains monotone. He's an expert conversationalist and can keep a person talking and direct the conversation towards certain topics to extract information. He can also do that in multiple languages. He has good acting skills and can pretend to be someone else without creating suspicion. He can mask his true intentions and blends into a crowd by adapting his personality to fit the situation. But he doesn't seem to change his body language and facial expressions to fit in. He should, because the facial expression that attracts less attention is the one that fits the situation. Lack of expressions in emotional situations is more suspect and attracts more attention. In neutral situations, happy faces are less detected than angry faces. Probably because humans subconsciously analyze situations to foresee any danger. If 47's face is neutral, which it normally is, he has less naturally happy features and a more masculine facial structure. This means that he would be more noticed as a threat than a man with soft features with a natural smile. Of course, the best way to be invisible in a crowd is to divert their attention by using distractions. Now, one way to develop these skills is training etiquette and soft skills along with some acting classes. You can also learn to read people, read a room, mirror movements, thoughts, and emotions. Most of these are already ingrained in people, but you can enhance them by training them. But again, the key to fit in is confidence. When you have a walk in there like you own the place kind of mentality, usually people don't stop you. Agent 47 has a vast array of other skills he uses on missions. He's an expert driver, not just cars, but helicopters, planes, boats, whatever. He can go anywhere and escape with any mode of transport. On top of his driving skills, he's also skilled in engineering and mechanics. He can understand and manipulate machinery to his advantage during missions. He's also an expert locksmith, and he should also be good with decryption, since in this case, he could open any lock, whether it's mechanical or electronic. He's also a skilled chemist. Specifically, he's knowledgeable and skilled in making poisons, but he also has so many other random skills like painting, tattoo artist, barber, masseur, winemaker, mixology, sushi chef, musician. Him knowing all these skills is unnecessary, but it shows his ability and his interest in learning things. I think it says a lot about his brain chemistry. So, in general, a good physical training regimen that includes mixed martial arts training, learning to have situational awareness, a tactical mindset, and using lateral thinking, some military training, including skills with firearms, learning human anatomy and psychology to understand people, improving cognitive skills like working memory and logic, having emotional control to remain calm and focused in any situation, mastering social skills by having good body language, acting, and communication skills. These should be enough to get you started and make you more dangerous. Of course, think about the morality of your actions before you hurt anyone with these skills, especially not me.